In real news, healthcare is a very complicated issue, as Trump recently discovered.
I have to tell you, it's an unbelievably complex subject. Nobody knew that healthcare could be so complicated.
Yeah, except that pretty much everyone knew that it was complicated. According to the LA Times, California won't be passing a single-payer healthcare system anytime soon. The plan is dead for this year. Why not? It was such a popular plan. Let's play again. In fake news, according to New York Magazine's Daily Intelligencer, California's single-payer bill was halted by Democratic Assembly Speaker. And according to Extra Newsfeed, corporate Democrat kills single-payer bill in California. Whenever I have trouble understanding these complicated issues, I turn to Ankur Patel at the Real Fake Research Desk. Hey, Ankur, why do you think Democratic leaders in California stopped this extremely popular legislation?
Yeah, Jesse, it is complicated, but let me try to break it down a little bit. So this struggle goes way back. In 1944, Franklin Delano Roosevelt spoke about universal health care in his second Bill of Rights. Across the world and throughout history, doctors and healers have had a special place in human society. But health insurance is not health care. Health insurance is a financial instrument that helps you pay for health care. The health insurance industry is full of insurance claims processors, accountants, actuaries, lawyers, lobbyists. Healthcare workers are nurses, doctors, therapists, counselors, and other people who actually help folks when they're sick or injured. For example, my mom is actually a health insurance claims processor. She works from home on the computer paying insurance bills. She never touches a patient, but she put me through college. She's for healthcare, but she's against universal healthcare or a single-payer system because she might lose her job. So the range of thought on healthcare is wide. Some believe it is a privilege for those that can afford it, while the other end of the spectrum believes it is a human right that everyone should have access to. Here in the state of California, State Senate Bill 562, known as the Healthy California Act, would create the Healthy California Program to provide comprehensive, universal single-payer healthcare coverage and a healthcare cost control system for the benefit of all residents of the state. The initial cost analysis from the state put the cost around $400 billion a year.
I wonder if you'd notice if I ate a sandwich.
And much of the argument against the idea of universal healthcare is based on cost. And yeah, on the surface, that makes sense. But because in a single-payer or universal healthcare system, the government would pay for healthcare when an individual couldn't afford it. But the analysis commissioned by the California Nurses Association took into account that currently Californians pay almost $370 billion a year in health insurance and healthcare costs, and that doesn't cover everyone and doesn't provide the best health outcomes. Additionally, the analysis states that the cost would be closer to $330 billion to cover everyone in the state. So that means we would cover more people with less money in a single-payer universal system. And that's what one analysis shows according to the LA Times. Estimated cost for single-payer healthcare in California reduced by billions in an analysis sponsored by supporters. But right now, the Senate bill is stuck in the state assembly because a politician who says he's for universal healthcare doesn't want to make the numbers work. It might have something to do with the broader politics and money involved. The health insurance industry is sophisticated in its lobbying and knows how to stop legislation that would hurt their profits. Many folks are organizing around this issue as this was one of Bernie Sanders' primary issues in his presidential campaign. But for now, we are going to have to convince our elected officials that healthcare here is a good investment.
Thanks, Ankur.
And it's better than spending tax dollars on weapons to destroy other people's hospitals and healthcares.
Thanks.
No, I mean, we're spending money to destroy healthcare.
Okay. Thanks.
Instead of taking care of people here.
It's too much information. You're hurting my brain.
Preventative healthcare is both cheaper and better.
Ankur.
Better than using the emergency room for everything.
Thank you.
And taxpayers are paying for it anyway.
Thanks. Ankur Patel. And that's the real fake news. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe by clicking on the Walking Eye logo below. If you like this show and would like to see more shows like these, please show your support by donating at patreon.com/Jesse Bertel, or contact me at jesse@walkingeye.com for direct payment instructions.
Real fake, real fake, real fake, real fake news.